Once the shooters are efficient with their metal sights, the next step will be to upgrade for a red dot sights in order to achieve a faster target acquisition. Among all the brands and models that exist on the market currently, the one I would highly recommend for professional use by militaries, law enforcement officer, or professional shooter, it would be the Trijicon MRO. The Trijicon MRO from the ground up was built to withstand all kind of abuse. It's been extensively used by carabines like the AR-15, which is the civilian model of the M4 and the M16 military rifle. It's been extensively used for the AK rifles out there in the front rails, as well as the shotguns when using the 12 gauge shot shells. This one is well known for its reliability and dependability. MRO stands for miniature rifle optics. Specifically, this model I have here, the MRO HD, it's been optimized for the use at the same time with the magnifiers on the back in order to achieve a better clarity and a better image quality when taking mid-range engagements. Once you buy your Trijicon MRO HD, this is what you're going to be receiving from the factory. This is the case that is going to come from it. The MRO HD is going to come with a sticker on the front with the reticle and the red dot. This is going to look like when you look through it. Inside, it's going to come the red dot itself. This is what it's going to look like. It's very lightweight. It is extremely comfortable. It's really a beauty. I really love it. I'm very pleased with it. So nothing to be worried about. Inside the box, when you open this, you're gonna see the sticker, the manual, the warranty card, and the assembly tool, so you can attach it to whatever it's gonna be your preferred firearm. This is not what we're gonna be focusing about, excuse me. On the back, make sure you keep this. This is going to be your serial number. This is what you're going to be using for your registration, either online or through the mail. Online is always a lot faster, so make sure you can do that for counterfeit or just a proper follow through in case you will ever need to send it back for any kind of repair, which I doubt because they're extremely rugged. I'm going to put this away and we're going to focus on the red dot itself. All right. The colors that this one is going to be available is going to be, so far, is only black, which I'm not really happy about it. I was expecting an olive green, flat earth, any other, even a patriotic competitor's color. The weight is going to, one of the main reasons that people are drawn to, is going to be only 4.68 ounces without the base that I'm showing over here. So it's something that people are always looking for, militaries and professionals, so they're not going to be carrying something that's going to take a toll during their training sessions. The illumination source is going to be an LED on the inside that is going to come from the side, and it's going to be reflecting on the front glass. It started using a battery. The type is going to be the CR2032, the one that looks like a coin that it's almost used on every precision rifle out there. If you're going to be using the red dot on the level 3, 4, it's going to last 2.5 years. If you're going to be using the red dot plus the reticle on the outside, it's going to drain your battery in barely 75 days. This is the HD. This is mostly for mid-range engagement, designated marksmen. With the magnifiers, the patrol tend to last, the battery is going to last a lot longer. It's going to be 5 years, but it doesn't have any reticle, and it does not have the same glass quality. This is the HD glass quality, just to clarify that out there. The magnification is going to be 1x. I did not notice any kind of a magnification when looking through it or just removing my sight out of it. The objective lens is going to be 25 millimeter on the front. And that's one is going to be the one with the widest red dot objective lens at this moment. And when compared to other duty red dots on the market, this is going to be the one that is going to give you the wider field of view for a faster target acquisition when using both eyes open when you're shooting through it. The glass that was used for the HD model, it is a high density glass, which is the same one used for a long range rifles and engagement type of rifles. And it's also the one that was it's been multi-coated for better light transmission and like gathering. The adjustment, the total adjustment is going to be 70 MOA. Every click is going to be half MOA's adjustment. You're not looking for half MOA precision rifle shot, sniper, really very, very sharp engagement. This is going to be mostly for assault, for storming, for defending a position, but this is definitely not what you're looking for. However, it is very accurate. The dot size is going to be 2 MOA. Obviously, if you're going to crank it up, it's not going to be 2 MOA. If you go all the way from 3 position all the way to 6, like we're going to see over here, at 100 yards, that's not going to be any more 2 MOA, though. That's going to be a lot bigger. For me, I run it most of the time for home defense scenario. Mostly, I have it all the time ready. It's going to be on 3 when I go on the outdoor in the backyard, or just when I will take it for hog hunting. It's going to be running on 4 level of illumination. The reticle is going to be the outside reticle is going to be, the size is going to be the equivalent to 68 MOA. It's going to be optimized for using it as a holdover. There you go, I got it. That's a 6 power illumination setting. Is extremely bright. That's going to drain your battery real quick. I would use it for shotgun use on 3, 4, depending on what's going to be like. That's going to be more than enough in order to engage your target. You don't have to crank it up to that level of brightness. It's just too much. Mostly I have it at home all the time on 3 dot. I don't need more than that, but it's just my personal decision. As you can see on the top, you're going to have a 16 brightness level. It's going to be a 2 night vision. It's going to be up to 6 for the red dots. Then it's going to switch it's going to start on the brightest level with the reticle outside. 6 more, and then the 2 night vision for a total of 16 brightness level. When you're going to be using the reticle, keep in mind you're going to drain your battery a lot faster. So the eye relief on this one is going to be infinite. That's why you will be able to use it on all kind of firearm. You will see it all the time mounted all the way to the front on the AK platforms. You will see it on shotguns like in the middles, and you will see it a lot of time being on top of the AR pistols because they are very short, and it's also very comfortable. Just make sure when you mount it on top of your firearm, you don't put it so close that you will have like a tunnel vision. This is tunnel vision when you can see the inside of your rifle scope or your red dot. Just put it far enough that you will be able to see your target, and it won't obstruct your peripheral vision, your field of view. To me, this will be like a comfortable zone over there, but everybody's different. It's going to be based on your sight. Some people, they cannot spot properly the red dot, so they have to keep it closer, a little bit of tunneling over there. Some people, they like to play with balancing the rifle. Mostly competitors, they're going to put their hands in front of the magazine over there where you insert the magazine, and then they're going to put on top any kind of rotary red dot or sight on top of the barrel, on top of their rail, looking for perfect balance. So that is going to be help them when transitioning from one position to another. And it's also going to be based on the platform that you're going to be using. You don't have many rails to put it on top of an AK. Mostly it's going to be all the way to the front. So there are some considerations to keep in mind. The housing material, it is made of a aluminum 1775 TC. That is what is most of the upper and lower receiver for AR-15. That's what they're made of. So this one is going to be exposed to all kind of abuse, so you can use it and abuse it. So don't worry about that. The finishes may come out. That's perfectly normal. That's part of the deal. But they're not going to crack or anything. They are designed to withstand all kind of shock and abuse. Internally, they'll fill the nitrogen. That is going to help you that's gonna prevent a fogging when it's gonna you're gonna transition from different weather conditions. The parallax is gonna be free parallax after 50 yards. Whoever's gonna be advertising red dots like parallax free, you know that's just marketing. Within 50 yards, when you move your head from one position to another, even though the red dot is going to be in a steady platform, you will see how the red dot is going to move a little bit. That's perfectly normal within 50 yards. The range of failure is going to be half an inch. If that's too much for you, then you can put a precision rifle on top of a precision rifle scope on top of just a regular assault rifle. That's too much, but this is within normal parameters, you know, as it is acceptable. Over 50 yards, then you will notice that the red dot is going to be moving in any direction. They are submersible up to 100 feet, for the rest of the world up to 30 meters. The operating temperatures that they will withstand is going to be minus 60 Fahrenheit up to 160 Fahrenheit. They really will take a lot of temperature. They can be used all the way up north in Antarctica weather. They will not freeze or crack or stop working. For all those parajumpers, they will withstand those temperatures as well. For the rest of the world, they will work in minus 51 up to 71 Celsius temperature. So based on those submersible operating temperature and the weight, they're really preferred by professional users that they're always accounting for reliability, dependability, and at the same time, they want to be carrying something that it is extremely light. As you can see, Trijicon had always been notorious for displaying verses from the Bible in the majority of their products, which I support as Christians. So it's something that I'm happy that I know I'm supporting the right company. The front objective lens, something to disclose and clarify. As soon as I got it at home, I was kind of concerned. I thought I got a broken one, I got a crooked one or something. As you can see, the front lens, it is kind of crooked. I spoke with the Trijicon representative. It was a lady. She was very polite, lovely. It was an excellent experience. They clarified to me that the front lens, it is kind of crooked. It is not flat, parallel to the outside of the red dot, because it helps with the mitigating the reflex for combat operations. So on this side, that's something that you have to be concerned about. And in case you have it, you won't have to be calling immediately back. They have an entire police station calling back that their red dot were crooked. That is no flaw. That's just perfectly designed. Some things that in my opinion, I thought they could have been done in different ways, or at least a little bit better. First of all, they are only offering black color. I was expecting an olive drab green color, because that's my favorite color for firearms, and it really blends in the majority of the environment all over the world, etc. So keep that in mind, or at least a flat earth or peanut butter color. Another thing to keep in mind, that's something that steers people out of buying Trijicon MROs, is going to be that they are only offering it under a 5-year warranty for civilians. That's something that a lot of people, they really like them, they really love them, they really, they really had a crush on them. But when they check on warranties, they're only warranty for up to 5 years. After 5 years, you're on your own. You only have a beautiful tube to look through your metal sights. So keep that in mind. That's something that steers people away from buying the Trijicon MRO. Another thing to keep in mind, if you have astigmatism like me, only while looking through a camera, you will see that the dot inside and the reticle, the dot is a perfect circle. If you have astigmatism, you're going to have the pathology in your eyes that's going to be with the refraction of the light. Instead of seeing a circle as a dot, you will see, in my case, sometimes I see a comma, sometimes I see a star, sometimes I see all kind of symbols over there. It's not really a well-defined circle. It does not affect me. And when taking a mid-range with the magnifier, because the magnifiers allows you to focus the dot, but when using the red dot alone, it's always not the best point of aim. Within 100 yards, I have no issue. Beyond 100 yards, I will always switch for the magnifier. Definitely no questions about. And finally, just to clarify for the majority of the people out there, When you buy a red dot, does not replace training or skill. It will only help you acquire your target faster. A worst case scenario, they may fail. So always keep back on your rifle, your metal sights. They are supposed to be used all the time with both eyes open. So it's going to give you the wider field of view versus your metal sight. But always keep your metal sights as a backup plan, you know. They are extremely sturdy, they are extremely resistant, but if you have a grenade, shrapnel, or something that a direct impact on the glass, they're out of. So it's glass, steel glass. As always, thank you for following. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe for upcoming videos, share with like-minded people. You have a wonderful day, and thank you for following.